What's up guys, togawe here and welcome back to another episode of Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. In the last part, we made it to the summit of Hoo Mountain and we took out the boss, only to find out it was Prince Peasley in disguise. And we also managed to knock down a hoo block from the top of the mountain. So we're gonna head into the Hammerhead Bros house. Boy, did you two arrive at exactly the right time. Just now a hoo block fell down in the waterfall. Well, not exactly just now. Check it out, we're using to make you the ultimate hammer. I'm not so sure if it's the ultimate hammer, but we'll see. Hey, and we got the correct sound effects for the hammer noise. Nice. Hoo, man, it feels so great to be making hammers again after such a long break. In fact, it feels so darn great that we went ahead and made you guys 2 hammers. I only see one, and there was only one hoo block, but okay. Look at that craftsmanship. Pow! Now you're playing with power. Now you're playing with power. Yeah, you got that right. These bad boys are now all yours. You got hammers! Woohoo! Nice! You can use solo hammer action. I guess we ought to teach you guys how to properly use hammers, huh? First, press the R button to select your hammer. Hammer. I don't know why there's such a long pause there. I can't skip that. Then press the A button to whack stuff. That's it. But right now, only the guy in front can use a hammer right now. So the action the guy in front does with the A button is called a solo action. The action the guy in back does with the B button is called a bros action. This is the most basic of all the basics. Remember, try whacking all kinds of stuff with those hammers. One manly whack breaks the hardest rocks. You know, you ought to break that hammer in by smashing the rock in the next room. So yes, now if you press R, you can cycle through your front commands, and you can break these brown rocks. We got a nut! Yay! Finally, we got nuts! These are great items. They don't heal as much HP as mushrooms, however, they will heal HP to both bros, and they're actually going to be a lifesaver way later on in the game. You're basically going to need nuts to basically finish the game, although it's not necessarily required, but it's super helpful. Anyway, if we cycle the bros action, we can get to the hammer. You can actually hammer in the bro in front for some funny effects. Mario gets mad, and Luigi also just gets mad. And see, like, if you go to hide jump and you have Mario on hammer and you want to quickly go back to both jump, just press L and R together, even though normally pressing R you'd have to cycle twice. So you can save some time by doing that. I believe if we come over to, is it over here? No. Where am I trying to go? Okay, it's back one screen. There's a place we can actually use the hammers now. Out of my way. Move, jeez. They always get in the way. Alright, is it down here? Yes, I believe it's this cave. Yeah, here we go. So we can come in and break these hammers, though there's no hidden blocks yet. Nothing to find here. However, we cannot, if you try to break these gray, purple rocks, you cannot. So that is just something for later, I guess. We're really not too far into the game. We have completed 2 dungeons so far, but there's still quite a ways to go in this game. It's dude, please, thank you. It's no, dang it. It's kind of short for an RPG, but it's not like it's not super short, but it's not super long either. Anyway, here we go, continuing on this path. Whack-a-mole! Break that. Let's go save that soldier who's mysteriously gone. More nuts! Nice! I love getting nuts. Yeah. Anyway, moving along. We're required to use our new tool, the hammer! Fire rock, and you can't break it, and if you touch it, you freak out and don't actually lose any health. That's good. More rocks. We have to jump and hit rocks, and here is something that never appears for the rest of the game. hammer switch. I mean, there are hammer switches later on, but none like this that you pound into the ground. And now that we have the hammer, you can put out this rock by high jumping on Mario. When you high jump on Mario, he spits out water a certain distance in front of him. However, when you hammer Mario while he's full of water, he spits out a single glob of water. Now you can put this rock out with the high jump, but with the hammer technique, you get to shoot 3 times, and it has an infinite reach. It's not just constricted to the small space in front of Mario, which can be very useful. And getting lots of money here, which will be useful soon. More rocks! Break all the rocks! Let's see, what's the save album say? Are we on Hoo Hoo Mountain? Yes, still are. Hoo Hoo Mountain Descent. So we're no longer climbing up the mountain, we're now climbing down the mountain. And this is Mysterious Minecarts, Destination Hoo Hoo Mountain Base, capacity 1 per cart. We'll check that out in a sec. Let's see what's this way. We have a bridge! More parts of the town, kind of. Mushroom syrup, mushroom nut. Nope, syrup. You can drop down here, but you can always high jump back up. But you cannot high jump up here. This is a one-way street. So, but you might as well come here to pick up the 2 mushrooms and 2 syrup. They can be useful, considering I used a few mushrooms in that boss fight. Alright, moving on. We have carts. Invisible wall. Hey, it's a dog. Can't talk to the dog? Talk to this guy. Oh. Wait, whoa. That was a weird visual glitch there. Huh, that was weird. Anyway, let's talk to him. Whoa there, pards. It's been a Goomba's age since we had any strangers in these parts. Now listen, fellers, if you want to ride in them rusty old carts, I won't go stopping you. But I'd advise watching out for trouble. Yep, no one knows where them rails lead. Really, no one knows. Still, I'll tell you something. You might just be able to find jewels by jumping a bit in there. While you're hopping for loot, watch out. If you spot danger, just shine your light at it. Oh mercy, there we go again. I'm always boring folks to tears with stuff like this. So, tell me boys, care to ride in the carts? Yeah. No one knows where the tracks goes, yet someone must have laid them. Anyway, here we have a little mini game. You can use the D-pad to control where Mario shines his light to allow Luigi to see. There will be these red batteries that Mario can pick up. There will be red gems on Mario's track and green gems on Luigi's track. If the flashlight runs out of battery, Luigi will basically be unable to see. Now there are, I believe, 15 gems in total on the track. The green and reds are with the same amount. Oh, almost missed that one. It's okay to miss a few. You don't need to get all 15, and there's no bonus for doing so. There was a weird spiky thing that appeared in the background that fell on Luigi's track and he has to jump over it, or I'm not exactly sure what happens if you don't. Maybe you lose a gem or something. But again, there's 15 gems and you don't need them all, so it's not a super big deal to lose one here and there. Moving on, see we already have 10 of the 15. This time the thing fell in the foreground, so Mario had to jump over it. This is a pretty simple mini game. There's not too much to it. And then here at the end, see there's a total of 15 gems and you only need 10 to move on. So you don't have to do a perfect job there. And again, there's no bonus for doing so. You just get the satisfaction of being totally awesome. And the old guy just teleported here, even despite him saying, "Oh, no one knows where the trucks go." Why? Howdy again. Well, fellas, this spot marks the last stop on the long, strange railroad of my life. But I reckon your adventure has just begun. Get to it, boys. That's kinda depressing that he's just gonna sit here until he dies. And are we still on Hoo Hoo Mountain? Yeah, Hoo Hoo Mountain Tracks End. Oh geez, there's another place in the game called something '(s) End. When we get there, it's not gonna be fun. We got a mushroom and a nut. Nice. Got some hammer. Wait up! We forgot to mention one thing. We never taught you how to use your hammers in battle. Ready to learn? Sure, why not? Then we'll explain it in battle! So, to whack with a hammer, Mario uses the A button. I've heard this a billion times. Talking don't do it justice though, let me explain by example. First, let's do some solo attacks using hammers. That's wrong. Oops. Alright, so now when you select solo, you choose between jump and hammer. So let's go to hammer. And you can't target mallet, only sledge. Wait a sec. Press the A button right here. Nice, 10 damage. Oh man, that's smarts, but I'm a hammerhead bro, so I'll be fine, no big deal. Press the button when the hammer shakes. When it shakes, you got it. And old green guy there should press the B button when his hammer shakes. So next we gotta learn how to defend with a hammer. Now, press and hold B. When you release the button now, ouch, that'll leave a mark. 5 damage counterattack, nice. I guess these guys just like have 0 defense. So anyway, you get the idea. Want to try again? No. Okay, so to review, for hammer attacks, choose your hammer and wait till it shakes, then press the button. Bonk, perfect hammer attack. On defense, hold it behind you and release it before it shakes. Bonk, perfect hammer defense. Good luck and practice up. Did you get all that? You better have. You better look alive at those things, and there are a lot of monsters that won't jump, that your jump won't do diddly to. You gotta learn some new tricks if you want to get by them. I'm sure you guys will be able to take care of business. If you can't, you're gonna have to give us those hammers back. Hey, we're going back so we can ride the cart again. Nice. Yeah, cart rides are thrilling and filled with suspenders. You nitwit, it's filled with suspense! Suspense! Oops. Well, excuse me, princess. And they just teleport. We have black rocks. We can't break these either. Aw, hey, it's the end of the waterfall from the mountain. Spin jump. Coming up here, let's see. We've got more syrup. I'm guessing mushroom. Yay! I did it. Hey, we have a bros block. And we're getting money. So useful considering there hasn't been a single shop so far. That is one problem with this game. There's like a distinct lack of places to use money. But we'll get to where we can use it soon enough. Now if you come back here, this is just back to where the beginning of the cart rides is to get back. And if we come up here, I believe we have mushroom, and we have some weird Boo statue that disappears when we look at it, and the little things to hold a bridge, but there's no actual bridge, so we can't do anything with this for now, but we'll come back to that later. And yes, we will come back to it. I will do my best to remember all these things we have to come back for later on in the game. Anyway, here we are in the next area. We are, if we check our map, we're in Northwest Bean Bean, and we need to head to Bean Bean Castle Town. So we have our work set out for us. Is this? You have to high jump here. Here we have a new enemy, and you want to hammer these. As you can see, these guys have spikes, so you can't jump on them. Now, when you hammer to initiate a battle, you want to actually do damage. You have a chance of basically stunning the enemies on the field. These are called Sharpays. Now, the trick to using the hammer action command, you just, when the hammer is held back and starts shaking, press the button. However, because of the way it was designed, you can just mash the button and you'll get the perfect action command every time. Now, to do a defense, you need, the timing is a lot harder than jump defenses. As you see, there got some mood beans. I will try to get into a battle where they actually attack. So as you see, you need to bring it out and hold it. If you just press the button like I did there, I'll try to show that again. But if you just press the button, it won't actually counterattack. As you see there, Luigi will pull out the hammer but not pull it back far enough that it's ready to attack. Now, if you hold on the counterattack for too long without actually releasing, as I'll show here. Oh, I failed to show it. And I failed to show it because I was having trouble focusing on two things at once. Let me try this again. And, well, you saw there I failed the action command. Geez, I'm really bad at multitasking with this for some reason. If you fail to press the hammer button, what am I trying to say? If you don't press the hammer button on time, if you wait too long with the attack, the head will drop off and you'll just hit with the stick doing minimal damage. If you hold on the counterattack too long, then you'll drop the hammer and you won't counterattack at all. So, also, like, I didn't mean to show the failed... God, what? Why am I at a loss for words today? Jeez. I didn't mean to show the failed attack of the action command on the hammer. Just like I haven't showed it with the jump just because it's nothing special, you just don't do as much damage. But the counterattack, if you fail, like, you can completely screw up the timing and you probably won't have enough time to pull out the hammer again, so you do need to be careful about when you start holding the hammer on that defense. Anyway, Hoo Hoo Mountain up, Bean Bean Castle Town down, so I guess we're heading down, and here we have another new enemy. These guys we can jump on. These are, and now if you jump on an enemy that you can jump on to initiate battle, it will deal first strike damage to the Sharpay. These are called swarms. I'm gonna refrain from attacking them for now just so we can see their attacks, which they have two of. You see we have hammer defense in the top right corner. They will come up in front of one bro and you need to pull out the hammer and swing just to hit them. You can hit these guys with jump or hammer. Most of the enemies we've encountered so far, I believe you are able to hit with the hammer. The only things you aren't able to hit with the hammer are flying enemies, which I'm trying to think. I don't think we've come across any. I don't believe we have. I could be forgetting one, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Anyway, we don't have enough height or distance on high jump to get across here, so this gate is impassable for now. Oops, didn't mean to. I was trying to get a first strike. But anyway, the hammer defense isn't too terrible in this game. It is definitely harder than the jump defense. You can see in the top right corner, it will, top left corner, excuse me, it will show either the up arrows or the hammer icons to show what type of defense you need to be doing. And there are a lot of enemies in the Bean Bean fields to fight, which is good because if the boss battle against, what was his name, Huhuros, was no indication, I have a lot of work to do. Although most of the damage I was taking from him was because I didn't bother taking out the stone that he likes to sit on top of. There's a cave over there that we can't get to. Lots of flowers around this field. So had I thought to maybe do that, things wouldn't have gone so poorly. Now here, if you follow this road, left and up to Hoo Hoo Mountain, down to Bean Bean Castle Town, up to Yoshi Theater. If you can see, there is like a raccoon tail Goomba type enemy over there. We do not want to fight those. Those will take us out in one hit. This is a game where they don't, like, this is one of the RPGs of the time where they don't bother. Like, at this point in time, they still didn't bother. Oops, my bad. They still didn't bother, like, fencing off areas that were too hard. Oh, nice, Lucky. I'm gonna let this guy come out of the ground just... Okay, that's all they do for that attack is they just chomp you. They don't actually jump out of the ground like I was thinking they might. But anyway, what I was saying is they don't section off the areas where the harder enemies are. I keep getting interrupted. Here's the jump defense attack. They'll appear in front of you, then move underneath, and then come out, so you just have to time your jump. There's nothing special to that with them, like, biting you or anything. It's just they touch you from the bottom, and for some reason, since you weren't mid-jump, you don't have enough velocity to hurt them, but they do to hurt you. Anyway, if I can say it this time, while in this battle, you do have to wait for the Sharpay to move forward a bit before you release the hammer, otherwise your swing will miss and you won't actually damage them. Okay, let's see if I can say my words correctly. They don't section off areas with harder enemies, so you can go wandering around the worlds too much and get penalized for it by ending up fighting that enemy who will wreck you so hard. Anyway, here you can go down following the dirt path or the paved road, but it really doesn't matter. They just meet up right here. Alright, here we have another gray rock and another Sharpay. Sharpay. Now, again, can't break this rock. I believe in the later games, at least I'm pretty sure it's in the second game. There's... Okay, wait, no, what am I... No, spin jump. Oh, right, you can barely make that, nice. I believe that in later games of the series, if you attack a dazed enemy that was dazed from like a hammer first strike, it does more damage, but I cannot remember for certain. Where's this swarm? There we go. Alright, Mario's health got pretty low in that battle, all the way down to 4, so I'm going to heal him up. Luigi's at 16 out of 26, not doing too poor. Now, the dazed status condition that you give enemies is not a status condition Mario and Luigi can get. However, the status condition of the trip or fall that the bro and back can get when they initiate battle by getting hit in the back by an enemy is basically the same thing. You just can't move until it's your turn. Here's another gate that we can't get past. And there's a little bean sprout there. Actually, I don't know if that's a bean sprout or just like a flower or whatever. Alright, anyway, went ahead and beat all the enemies in these screens. And here we have Bean Castle Town to the right, Chateau de Chucklehuck to the bottom direction. I don't know what you would say about that, but across this bridge, basically, we'll go there. But anyway, we're not going to continue that way. We're going to head into Bean Castle Town in the next episode because we have gotten quite a lot of exploration in this video, which was pretty nice. So anyway, next time we will cross this bridge and see what awaits us in Bean Castle Town. See you guys then.